Hey all, it's Matt again, coming back at you from Utah. This is my second attempt at a YouTube video that I'm putting out there to see what kind of response it gets. Again, I want to be all about the value. What can I do for you today? How can I help you guys become better? Now, I could sit here and I could say, well, hey, I'm a part of Wake Up Now and I'm a part of Ingreso Cybernetico and you guys should join me. But I'm not going to do that because it's tacky, because you don't know anything about me. And if there's one thing I want anybody to do and everybody to do before doing anything for anybody, it's to get to know the person they're going to be dealing with. Who is it that you're going to call in the middle of the night when you got problems with your team or with your life personally in some cases? Again, you guys have probably already seen my video on relationships. So today I want to talk a little bit more about that. I want to talk about your walls and your covers on your Facebook. You know, guys, Facebook has a lot of great things when it comes to opportunities. There is so much opportunity here to do so many different things. Why clutter it up with just a business or two or three or whatever else you're financially into? It can be used for that, and there are places that are set aside for that. But there's so many other things you can do with your Facebook page other than promote your business. There's one thing you can promote on there that I'll bet you'll get a lot of traction on, and that is you can promote you. Promote you. Who are you? What do you like? You like dogs? You like music? I have a good friend of mine that I really like. I like to share his posts every chance I get. He likes singing. He just competed in The Voice, and we'll see if he is able to make it. I don't know. He just came out and said that he was part of the top 25. That to me is interesting. He's a good friend of mine, childhood friend that I still keep in touch with. I don't keep in touch with everybody the way I would like to because I'm just getting used to the social media thing. I didn't realize how powerful it was of putting out an impression, whether it's a first impression, third impression, fifth impression, whatever. You're always getting the opportunity to make a new impression because every time somebody asks you to be a friend, every time somebody inquires as to something you've got going on, you have an opportunity for a few different first impressions. You know, what is it that you're about? What do you like to do? What are you into? Show that on your wall. And again, I want to cover this again because I can't overemphasize this. Your company can sell itself. It doesn't need you to sell it. If it did, you shouldn't be in it because it doesn't have a clear message. Keep the messaging for internal stuff when you're talking to the company, learning about the company, so that when people ask you questions, you can answer intelligently, or the person that you point them to can answer that question intelligently. Another little golden tidbit: the top producers in multi-level marketing don't know jack squat about it. Not that they don't know, but it's so much more powerful and it works. Don't ask me why. It's just one of those marketing physics rules that when you have somebody else talking about the business and their experience, the person you brought in is more likely to join than if you're just sitting there giving them information, because that's all you're doing is giving them information. So that's a golden nugget to take away from today. So, sorry, itchy nose, but the thing of it is if your company can't sell itself on its own product, why is it in business? And you should run for the hills, because if you feel that it can't, then it's not going to move very quickly. You aren't going to understand the company as well as the people who founded the company, who worked on branding themselves day in and day out. if you're working on branding yourself for whatever company you're working with, then you're wasting time. Time that could be spent on building relationships and teams that will help you to get to the millions of dollars you would like to make in the companies that you're in. Again, it's not necessarily rocket science. A relationship only takes a couple minutes to build. It's a kind word. It's a kind post. It's an understanding post. It's an educational post. Something for someone at the time that they see it. Or the conversation that you have where you can connect. Hey, I noticed that you live in Pennsylvania. I have friends of mine that live in Pennsylvania. I have family in Pennsylvania. My whole family on my dad's side comes from Pennsylvania. That's not deceiving. That is true. My dad's side of the family does come from that side. So I'm being honest with you here in a video. In a short, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know how long I'm going to go on this. I hope not too much longer. But just being honest, guys, you're not your company. You don't own it. You didn't build it. You're not going to be in any way responsible for the changes that come down the pike. Don't make yourself responsible for that, because if you brand yourself as a company and it fails, and all you've done is brand yourself as that company, well, I got to think that there are going to be people that think you knew more than you were letting on when the company fell, and somehow you're to blame. I don't want you guys to be in a position of being blamed for what somebody else did or didn't do. You can only be responsible for you. Again, can't overemphasize it. You want people following you because businesses change almost daily. There's always a new kid on the block. There's always a better mousetrap to attract the mice. I know that's a pretty pathetic way of looking at it, but yeah, hey, it works. That said, you want people following you. So if company A crashes and company B comes along and it's a better program, better payout, whatever, better product, you say, hey, team, and they'll follow you. Now, I know that there are a lot of people out there that will not follow a team that way because they'll get in trouble, their paycheck will get cut off, they'll get sued or whatever, because all kinds of legal ramifications for some of them. Some of them no, but some of them yes. But that said, there are ways around that legally. We don't do anything illegal here. We just give you legal ideas. So there are ways to do it legally to bring an entire team over, or as many as will follow you will go. But again, if the whole team, if the whole company collapses, take the whole dang team. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, like I said, don't make your branding about the company. You know, pitch here and there on your wall, but make your wall about you. Make it about your friends. Make it about your connections. Make it about your experiences. Even if they're experiences with your company, that's fine. Again, you can post lifestyle pictures of what you did with your money without attaching an ad to it. You can say, hey, I went down to Cancun. I went over to Hawaii. I did this and I did that. And look who I was with. And we had a blast. Occasionally, you can throw in, I did it because of this company or that company, Ingreso, Cybernetico, or Wake Up Now, or whatever I'm a part of. And so when you post things like that, it's okay occasionally to do it, but don't be so dang in your face about it. Make it more about the event than about how you got there, because it's the event that is important. Because how you got there was a process. And some of you made it there really fast, and some of you made it there really slow. And I'm just trying to help you guys realize that there is a faster, more beneficial way of getting there than by promoting a company. Promote you. And that's where I'll leave it for this evening. Thanks.